on to the subject of culture, traditions, and trends in Taiwan. We're going to touch on a tradition here, and that's talking about psychic beauty. Well, all right, well, let me just read this. A beautiful young beautician who works in a nail salon during the week has become famous in New Taipei for channeling a child god. Okay, so, yeah, we're talking about the tradition of child gods. To do good deeds for those in need on the weekend. That's reported by Aphrodite. And then, so Zhang Mingyi, 21, who works at a nail salon in Taoyuan on weekdays, acts as a Jitong, or the medium, for the Taoist deity, the Lotus Prince, at the Santong Xie Shen Temple in New Taipei City, Santong District. Better known as Third Prince, but it is also referred to as a Niza, or the Marshal of the Central Altar. He gained his name as the third son of General Li Jing. He is a rebellious child often seen riding on wind and fire wheels and carrying a fire-tipped spear. Because the third prince is a child, mediums behave like a child when they are possessed by the deity and can be seen doing things such as drinking milk, sucking on a pacifier, licking lollipops, and otherwise acting mischievous. Zhang first became aware of her powers after she visited a temple with her mother when at the age of 17. And while meditating, she noticed her body starting to move involuntarily. She did not think much about it until later. While working during summer vacation, she started experiencing episodes in which she feeling pain in her chest. Her pupils would become dilated. She would suddenly run into the street or suddenly lean backwards while riding on the back of a scooter. Her mother took her to a temple where they said she was possessed by 3 different spirits, but they were not able to exorcise them from her body. Her mother then took her to many other temples all over the area, but to no avail. It was not until they found the Santong Xie Shen temple, where under the guidance of the head priest, they were finally able to guide the male spirits out of her body. From then on, she went to the temple every week to read the scriptures, meditate, and regulate her qi. After 3 months of training, Zhang said that the deity Guan Gong called upon her to become the Jitong for the Lotus Prince. At first, I was not interested, but over time I began to feel that temple ceremonies were really interesting, said Zhang. In the beginning, she said that her friends did not believe that she was a temple medium, and said things like, "You think you're in a movie?" Others said she was overly superstitious, but she cherished this opportunity and found that in the temple she found peace, stability, and direction in life. Zhang said that if she had not sought help from the temple, the spirits might have taken her life. I could have ended up in a mental hospital or died, said Zhang. I came in this way, and over the 3 years since, I've always embraced a desire to want to help others, said Zhang. Though Zhang continues her job as a beautician, she has to keep her duties as the Jitong for the third prince into account. She says that the third prince spoke to her and said she could dress like a female, wear makeup, and paint her nails, but one condition was that they must not be too long. So that's the tradition about Jitong, or these child mediums. And that's it on Taiwan's culture, traditions, and trends. We're going to have a song before I continue. This one is coming from Wu Guanying. The song is Yao Bai Yin Yang. Well, it is quite hot these days. The sun is always out, shining so brightly. So let's have a song about that. To Taiwan, a piece of current news. Hayashi Department Store, located in southern Taiwan's Tainan City, is celebrating its 5th anniversary with a series of in-store events such as limited edition product launches, music lectures, and a special exhibition. Known locally as Lin Department Store, owing to the Mandarin pronunciation of its Japanese title, the iconic facility has attracted more than 6 million visitors since reopening in June 2014. Guided tours of the building's architectural features, history, and refurbishment are organized twice weekly. The department store was built during the Japanese colonial period from 1895 to 1945 and was the tallest building planned in Tainan at the time of its completion in 1932. The first business in the city to offer a wide selection of imported luxury goods such as cosmetics, fashion wear, and timepieces. It was also the second establishment of its kind in Taiwan after Kikumoto department store in Taipei City. Following the end of World War II, the bomb-damaged facility was converted into dormitories, public administration offices, and warehouses. It later fell into disrepair before being designated in 1998 as a heritage site by the local government. In 2010, a comprehensive renovation program was launched to restore the department store. The project took 3 years to complete. Traditional materials and methods were used, and many original features were preserved. These included a manually operated roller door, a rooftop Shinto shrine, and the store's original elevator, the first in a commercial building in southern Taiwan. 3 years later, Tainan-based Coach Development Company Limited was awarded management rights to Hayashi for 10 years by Tainan city government. The facility is among the more than 1,000 historic buildings around Taiwan, giving a new lease of life following promulgation of the Cultural Heritage Preservation Act in 1982. And that's it for Philippines and Friends. I hope you enjoyed today's program. I'm Shirley Lin from Radio Taiwan International. And here's a song called Waiting for That Someone by Zhou Xingqian.